Hey, Cruz Show, Power 106.
That's right.
It is. It's an honor. It's a pleasure having this man in here right now. L.A. Reid is on the Cruz Show right now. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for having me.
You're
Thank you
very
for
welcome.
coming.
Do you prefer,
Gosh.
sir? What do you prefer? L.A.,
I
Mr.
prefer
Reid?
LA.
Mr. Reid?
I prefer L.A. L.A. No Mr.
LA.
Reeds.
No,
Mr.
yeah,
Reeds.
L.A. How you
Don't
feeling,
age
man?
me.
Yeah, I know, right?
Major key alert. Stay young.
That is a major
Okay, so we're following DJ Khaled on Snapchat, right?
Yeah.
L.A. Reid, what's your official title as of today in this business?
L.A. Reid.
Well,
That's everything.
where you were, I know, right? I
Yeah.
know, right? You say
Just
L.A.
L.A.
Reid.
Reid, you know.
At Epic, what is your title?
The chairman, CEO.
Chairman,
Epic Records.
CEO. You look around like you don't really think about that much
I
about
don't.
the title.
I never have. That's
Really?
the only title I've ever had.
Are titles not important to you?
No, I never had title issues.
Yeah, yeah. No,
You know
I mean,
what I
you've
mean?
always been the
Because-
man. I get it. Yeah.
No, it wasn't that. Not because of
We
that.
get it, LA, okay?
Because it didn't matter to me.
Sure,
know?
sure.
You know, it didn't matter.
At this point, I don't even think you know all the titles you have.
Yeah, I don't
There's
care.
multiples, yeah.
Yeah, only one that counts, right?
That's right. That's right. And you were saying a little bit off the air how you got a big job. There's a lot of things going on, and you know you're promoting your book, L.A. Reid,
Yes.
Sing to Me, which is a really good read, by the way,
Thank
no
you.
pun. And there's so many stories, so many classic stories from L.A. Reid
Yep.
that you got to read. For example, when Justin Bieber first walked into his office, when he first heard about this young girl from Barbados named Rihanna.
That's crazy
insane,
story.
right? And Beyonce
Yes.
looking at L.A. Reid like, hey, this girl Rihanna here at Showcase, she's a beast.
Yep.
You
She
know,
has something.
Yeah.
Outkast not necessarily doing their thing at Coachella.
See, now you're the first to bring that up. I've been doing a tour,
Sure.
talking about it a lot. By the way, I'm really happy to share this book with everybody. And many people sort of go to the same stories. People say, "Okay, let's talk about you let
Jay-Z.
Lady Gaga go."
Lady Gaga.
Yep.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, of course.
Or when Justin Bieber walked in. Those are high moments. Those are really
Go-tos.
famous stars.
Yeah, sure.
But the things that matter most are those moments like Coachella.
The personal moments.
Right, walking into Coachella, excited, having Outkast do the reunion, and buzzing, buzzing for weeks leading up to it.
I was
right?
so excited for that performance.
So was I, yeah.
Gosh.
right, and then when we get there, I'm with my Epic team, who I love, right, but they weren't a part of the Outkast story
Sure.
that happened at LaFace.
Yep.
So I looked around and I was in a room with people who didn't care the way I cared.
Wow.
So I had to move away and go stand in front of the stage.
Sure, sure. Yeah, you got to protect your vibe on that.
You're in your zone.
You know what I mean,
Yeah,
right?
I understand.
Yeah, so but it was fun though. It was a lot of
It
fun.
was a fun show, and these guys, it's a personal thing when you see Outkast on stage at Coachella in front of the culture. It's important for them to succeed and do well. These guys, you've seen them come from nothing and to become hip-hop icons, if you will. I don't want to date them, but they are who they are, you know? But at that show, they didn't necessarily hold up their end of the deal as far as
Yeah.
the performance went. Do you agree?
Yeah, for me, they are arguably the most important act.
Sure.
Now, I've worked with a lot of artists, and I still work with many artists, and
Closely, right? I mean, you're in
very
studios,
close.
you're in their homes.
I'm very close.
You could text them.
to
They're a text away.
But because of Outkast being like the first hip hop group that I'd ever signed,
Yeah.
and watching them go on and become Grammy Award winning album of the year,
Yeah.
you know, diamond selling,
Their albums, yeah.
you know, they became so massive, and then they pulled back. So it meant so much to go to Coachella and see the reunion of Outkast.
See them back.
Yeah.
All right, they're back together.
Yep.
This
And
is a moment.
and they put in work. They put in a lot of rehearsal time.
Were they getting along up to that point?
They're best friends. Those guys are great friends.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
They have their moments, but they're family. They're
But
just
that's family.
Sure,
you know?
sure.
You have your moments with your brother, your sister,
yeah.
right?
And you were expecting, not to cut you off, LA, but you
Yeah.
were expecting a very flamboyant, if you will, flamboyant Andre 3000.
well, I would like to. have
Yeah, you
seen-
were expecting that
wanted to
Andre
see-
we all fell in love with,
Dancing
right?
around.
I
Yeah.
mean, I love him. Andre 3000 is like one of the greatest
Sure.
ever.
But did you love him when he was wearing overalls on stage at Coachella?
I mean, I love him unconditionally.
Sure.
You know, that's my guy.
Yeah.
But I would love to have watched like 10 outfit changes. I would love to have
Wardrobe
watched,
change.
you know, the Hey Ya Green into
There you go.
you know, to the Sorry Miss Jackson.
Sure.
To the bombs over Baghdad.
Make
when
it
he's
an
running
event.
down the street, you know, because he's that interesting. And instead, you know, he didn't. So
Yeah.
So yeah, I was disappointed. I still love the music, so I still had a great night.
They have classics, yeah.
It was the
I enjoyed
it. Was the showbiz piece of it that
I know
kind of dialed back.
Not to kick a dead horse here, L.A., but what happened there then in your eyes? What happened there? And I know you spoke with them before the show and I think after. What happened there? Why didn't they show up for the show? Sort of say.
Well, Big Boy did show up for the show, in fairness.
He did his thing. Well, listen,
right.
My man is always ready for a show.
He was ready, and he did his thing. I think it was for Andre. What I kind of understand is that it was a moment that had passed for him.
Yep.
Like Outkast was his baby, and they took it to the top, and they succeeded. And I don't think he really got excited about reliving those moments.
Sure.
You know, he had moved past it.
Didn't he just come off of a set as well, like right before?
Well, he just did the Jimi Hendrix movie.
Right.
And he was really excited about that.
Yeah.
He was
he's still in character.
He's
still Jimmy on stage.
Yeah, right.
I wanted to say, what is that conversation after they get off stage or after you talk to them after that performance where you weren't really feeling the whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
What is that conversation like? Obviously, hearing from the boss man.
For me, it's still my efforts to motivate and inspire. You know, I'm a coach. Mm-hmm. I'm a complete coach. That's what I do. So my conversations were about, listen, if you're going to show up
All the way.
or don't show up, right? But don't show up and play the game half-assed. That's really what it was.
That's right.
And there are a lot of people out there who a lot of people in the audience, a lot of even other artists who look up to him. And I said, do it for them. Do it for your kid. Right, just do it for others. If you can't find it in yourself to give it all, then give it all
to the fans who were there and so excited.
To people who were so excited.
Yep.
Well, that following week, he showed up.
Yeah.
He showed up the second week.
Yeah, I was there the first week.
He thought it through, and he said, okay, I'm going to find a way to do this. And he did it. And it was incredible.
Right.
You missed the second week?
Yeah, but I saw it on the live stream, but I was there the first week. But just going back to all the hits that they have.
Right. Amazing.
And just being there in that, that vibe. You're at Coachella.
Yeah. It's Coachella,
we're so excited.
Was that your first music festival, Coachella?
Oh, let me
like
see.
that?
Maybe.
Yeah, right? What did you see?
I'm old. I was probably at Woodstock. I'm really old.
Probably.
What did you see at Coachella that kind of freaked you out a little bit?
I loved Coachella, first of all.
Yeah, sure.
And I've gone to many festivals since then.
Mm-hmm.
But I just love the culture of it.
Mm-hmm.
All of the kids all the people that are there, and I just didn't know what they were taking. I was like,
are you talking about the drugs?
I don't know. I didn't see any drugs. I'm just
that's because they were ingested.
Oh yeah,
that's why you didn't see them.
I didn't see them. But I felt like an outsider. Not because I've been doing it for a long time and I'm older than some of the people there. I saw other people. I saw Paul McCartney. So
he's older than you. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Hey, and LA is so real though and so normal. Sort of say he was shy to take a selfie with Paul McCartney. He didn't want to ask.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that's
I wanted
so
to.
cool.
Dude, I would have wanted to.
I think Paul McCartney would have wanted to take a photo with you.
I don't know.
It probably would have gone both ways.
Yeah. Had you met Paul yet, or so? Why not say, "Hey, Paul, what's going on? Let's take a quick selfie."
I just can't. It's like asking somebody for an autograph. I don't
it's
know
weird.
How to do that.
I don't know how to do that either.
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
weird.
In my life, I don't know how to do it. But
you should have had someone else do it, like an assistant.
It didn't work out.
Sujit, go get Paul McCartney. If you go grab Paul and take a pic.
Yeah, man, what happened?
Where were you, Sujit?
What happened? Didn't you know?
Just blame that guy.
Yeah.
Were you? This business is crazy. Did you ever partake in the partying and the drugs and the good times and the women and all that?
Cruz, you're gonna have to read my book. You're gonna have to go.
No, I know it's in there. I know it's in there, but give us a little taste. Give us a little piece.
Drugs were never my thing. Alcohol was never my thing. I'm a connoisseur of wine.
Wine is good,
but
That's
almost
good.
as an art form. But no, that's never been my thing.
You're too elegant for the game, I think, man.
No.
You got to pop a Molly, L.A. You know what I mean?
I'm sure this is.
I
only
regret
kidding.
that I haven't. I do. I don't want to miss feelings. I don't want to miss moments.
I hear you,
if
man.
you're experiencing something that's important in culture, I want to be right there with you.
Sure.
Especially when it comes to music.
Yeah.
So I miss a lot of things.
Sure.
And since you obviously have been in this industry and you've seen a lot, you do see the partying that goes on with your artists. Have you ever had to try and pull them back a little bit? Like,
I'm sure, yeah.
let's check in and focus here and calm down on the party.
Or kick somebody's door down to get them out of bed.
Oh no, I don't do that. I've had to pull back some. I've had those conversations.
Yeah, you have those, yeah.
Yeah, but everybody has their strengths and everybody has their weaknesses. One of my weaknesses is I don't go too deeply into people's personal lives. So I actually miss many of the things that may happen. Mm-hmm. I have great people around me, and I really rely on them to take care of it, so that when I'm with the artist, I can really deal with, okay, let's talk about
Focus
career
on work.
moves.
Yeah,
and let's talk about, music and strategy. And I don't really want to spend my time talking to people about drug problems or criminal issues. I don't want. That's not really what I'm here for.
But when you're on a one-on-one with an artist and you're talking about their music and different levels of the game and stuff like that, that gets heated as well, right? That could get very emotional.
Yeah, I guess it's emotional, not necessarily heated. We're usually on the same page. Mm-hmm. More times than not, I stay on the same page with the artist, because what I really do is listen to them.
Sure.
I've always said that, my job as a record executive isn't to tell them what to do. It's to listen to them and try to capture the vision and help maybe embellish the vision and put people around them that can help execute the vision. But my job isn't to say, okay, this is how you become a star.
Right.
That's not my thing. I can tell them, hey, you don't have a hit.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And
or,
I
hey,
have that conversation.
Go back and re-record your album.
I've had that
You've had those
conversation
conversations.
many times.
That's
Who was
what
the
I'm
last
saying,
person
though.
you had that conversation with?
I had that conversation a couple of days ago with Megan Trainor.
With Megan
Ooh.
Trainor, really?
Yeah.
I'm a
But she
fan of
fixed it.
hers.
She fixed it.
Oh my God! Like within hours. Let me tell you, I had all this anxiety. Like, oh my God, I have to sit down with Megan and I have to tell her that I'm not feeling the record she gave me, and I'm having weeks of anxiety doing it. Right? I need therapy over it.
Do you see a therapist?
No.
Okay.
My therapist is this book called "Sing to Me."
I love it.
Yes, I like that. I like
Smart
that.
man.
There he is.
And the music.
Yeah, and the music.
And the
So
music.
Megan Trainor turns in her project, and you listen to it and say, "This is not what we need at the moment."
It's just one short. It's like, you just need that one. But it was difficult to tell her that, because she's really talented and she's really confident and she's excited and she's prideful and she can't wait to play it for me.
Yeah.
So
And you don't want to break her heart.
Yeah, and she's young, very young.
So what'd she say? How'd she take it?
She got quiet. And she called me. It's Martin Luther King Day. I hope she's listening. It was Martin Luther King Day, right? We were sitting in the hotel.
Yeah.
And I said, it's an amazing body of work, but there's one thing missing. You don't have that magic, the magic one. And I'm telling you, it's like I'm a little kid. I'm nervous like a kid telling her this.
Right.
She gets quiet, and she says, she starts texting. I had no idea who she was texting. Sometimes when you talk to people and they text, it's like they're drifting off.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
They're
And
not
you're like,
focused.
hello.
In this case, she wasn't drifting off. She was making plans, and I didn't realize it. So she leaves my hotel room, calls her producer, and calls me back that same day. And she says, I have it.
Wow.
I was like, what do you mean you have it? It was like 2 hours. Here you go again, right?
Yeah. I thought I
And
told you you don't have it
Don't
yet.
have it. Like, go take some time and get it.
Sure.
She says, no, I have it. And she came back to see me the next day, and she played me a song, and I ended up playing the song like 35 times in a row. I was like, damn, you really have it.
What?
But she nailed it, right?
Yeah.
So that's one of those times when it worked out. There's other
Yeah.
times when it doesn't work out.
Yeah. And when you say it doesn't work out, that's an awkward conversation.
Yes, it's awkward when you tell somebody they don't have it, and then they go back and they work really hard, and they come back
And they still don't
and
have
they
it.
still don't have it.
Are they ever stubborn with you? Like, yeah, I do have it. It's there.
Oh yeah, because it's really opinion, isn't it? It's a matter of
Right.
opinion.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
And so sometimes it's like, yeah, you're old.
Right.
But okay, I'm old. Okay, so
So then put it out, and then
put it
they
out.
didn't have it.
Let me know how that works out.
Yeah, exactly. Let me
Right.
know how it works out. L.A. Reid, Sing to Me, the book is phenomenal. You got to read it.
Yes.
You've had your hand in many careers. Jay-Z,
Yes.
Kanye West, Tony Braxton, TLC.
TLC.
Yeah.
I mean, we all saw the movie.
I didn't see the movie.
You didn't see the movie. Why?
Nah,
You weren't into it, right?
no, I wasn't.
You lived
into
it.
I have no idea what the movie is about. I have no idea. All I know is somebody played me and didn't call me.
Oh, wow.
That was it.
I was like, why would I watch this? have the respect to call me. Hey man, I'm gonna play you in the
Yeah,
movie.
yeah. At least spend
Right.
some time with you on the phone, right?
3 times now that's happened, right? And nobody's called me, so I'm not watching the movies.
Right.
In the Pink video, did that guy call you?
No.
That guy didn't
4
call you
times.
either. That's ridiculous.
Wow.
Major Killer, call me.
Major Killer.
Call me.
You gotta call L.A. Reid.
Let me give you a tip or two.
They probably don't even have your number.
I'm not that difficult to reach.
L.A. Reid, in your book, Sing to Me, you described a young Justin Bieber as a beautiful little girl.
Oh, no, I didn't.
He walked into
No.
your office and he looked
Stop,
like a
Cruz,
beautiful
stop,
little
stop.
girl.
I didn't
right?
say no.
Okay, then correct me. Correct me then.
I said he's as beautiful.
As beautiful as a little girl.
Yeah, that's not. I didn't say he was a little girl.
No, I didn't say. Okay. No. I'm not saying you called him a little girl, but you described him as a beautiful little girl.
He's beautiful.
Yeah. And you knew his hair would have something to do with his career.
I remember the Beatles. I'm very.
Yep.
I've been around.
Sure.
Right? I want to quit saying I'm old because.
Yeah.
Nobody's saying
Major
it.
key alert. Don't age yourself.
Don't age yourself.
Don't age yourself.
Don't age yourself. But I remember the Beatles. They had this. I don't know what you call this hairstyle.
It was the,
It's like a semi bowl cut.
It was like a
kind
bowl
of.
cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bowl cut.
And I remember that was just as popular as the music. I mean, it was the music that got the attention. But I remember looking at that as a kid and just thinking, wow, look at this. They have the music. They have on these little skinny suits, and they got the hair.
Yeah.
Right? I was like, the hair is a thing. So I've always sort of thought about that, So many artists that I've worked with through the years, like Tony Braxton had a very famous hairstyle.
Sure.
when she started.
Short hair.
Or our T-Boss from TLC had this really fly haircut, right? Or Rihanna, when she cut her hair,
Yes.
is when Rihanna became Rihanna.
Yes.
So I pay attention to things like that. So when I saw Justin and he said he hadn't cut his hair, I was like, then don't cut it.
Leave it alone.
It was like almost down to his eyes.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, this is gonna catch on. All the kids are gonna do this, and they did.
Yeah, that
Hell yeah, they
became
did.
the biggest haircut ever.
It became
for,
something.
for a long time. Yeah, it became something. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And-
So I like that. Those are hooks to me. I think when I think of hooks, I think of the chorus of the song.
Yeah.
I think of the hair. I think of all these things.
Yeah,
that-
you also think with music. You also think image. You look at the person and you look at the image and you try
Are
to
they
figure out
marketable?
what if you can market them, right?
Yeah, I am dedicated to the entertainment business.
Sure.
Right? And some people don't like it. Some of the purists think that, okay, that's very shallow of you.
Right.
What
Well,
does
I
it
guess
matter?
I
What
guess
does
that
it
could come
matter?
off that way. Sure.
Yeah. And okay, that's my thing.
Yeah.
My dog is I like the whole package.
My man, yeah, and LA, you say you can spot talent and you can and you can pass on it as well, like in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I can spot talent well. That's. But I think I'm just a consumer. I think they spot talent well. I think your listeners spot talent
Absolutely,
well.
yeah.
So
They know what they like.
Yeah.
they know what they like immediately. You play something that they don't like, you know that pretty quickly,
Exactly.
right?
That's why a lot of artists they're very successful because of YouTube, because of
Right.
the consumer, because of
Exactly.
people watching it. Yeah.
And now with social media, I feel with Twitter, like you put something out, you instantly know in comments. You're getting feedback so
Exactly.
quick on Instagram, on everything that we have social media wise. You
Yeah.
know if people like it or not.
Exactly right. So it's a talent, but it's not such an unusual talent.
Sure.
It's people in our industry sometimes overthink it, but the consumers they don't overthink it. They either like it or they don't.
Yeah.
And I try to remain as consumer like as I can.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You remain a fan.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, right. Have you spoken to Kanye, LA, recently?
Not recently, no.
No, right? Is it because of the label thing or
No.
because it's love, right? It's all love.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, whenever I see him, it's love, and I have the greatest respect for him.
Sure.
And I feel close, but I don't work with him.
Right.
I don't work with him right now. I mean, I worked with him on 6 albums in a row.
Yes.
Jeez.
Right. And
So you know the process that is Kanye West.
yeah, Kanye West may be the only artist that I can think of that had 5 or 6 massive successful albums in a row.
Sure.
Most people get one.
Yeah.
Then they stumble. Then they get it right.
There you go.
Then they have their thoughtful moment and go do their interesting project.
Right. Where they do all the writing. Got it. Yeah.
You know what I
I've seen
mean,
this
right?
Yeah, I
happen
got
a few
it. I got it.
times.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. They get their own producer. We get it. Yeah.
But Kanye literally went, from what was the first one? The College Dropout.
Sure.
To the Late Registration.
Let's
to
go.
Graduation. To 808.
Yeah.
To The Dark Twisted.
Fantasy.
And then Watch the Throne.
Uh-huh.
I mean, in a row. I
Nonstop.
don't know anybody that's done that.
No.
And that's why I give him high marks. And I debate people often, but I say he's arguably the most creative artist in the world. And I get debated about that often.
Wow, yeah,
But
I mean,
that's how I feel.
It's
That's
debatable.
how I see it.
Yeah, right. But it's coming from you, so it's got to mean something. Absolutely. What's up, Crystal?
Have you heard any of the new album that we're getting
have
soon?
No, I have
None
not.
of it. So
No.
you don't know anything that's going on with this whole name changing thing?
I have no idea. I'm so out of the loop on
Yeah.
it.
He's
Tell me,
changed it
but tell me though,
four
What's
times.
up? What's up?
he changed the title 4
The
times.
title. So it was So Help Me God first. Then he changed it to Swish.
Swish.
Then he changed it to Waves. And
Now-
this morning, now he changed it to
TLOP, and it's a game. So whoever can figure out what TLOP stands for, you get tickets to his Yeezy Season 3 event. You also get free Yeezys, his shoes.
But he's
So
not saying what it stands
So
for.
he's turning it over to the fans.
Okay, so
What do you think of that? You think that's a good game plan?
Well, what you just described to me is a marketing genius.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's what you just described. Someone
Okay.
who had got everyone's attention.
Sure.
Changed the name. Change it again.
Yeah.
Change it again.
Yes.
Get headlines again.
Yes.
Change it again for
Yes.
headlines. Turn it into a game.
Yes.
Pretty smart.
But that scares me as a fan. I'm like, yo, where is the album? Let's just talk about the album versus what it's called.
Yeah,
Let's talk about the music versus the title.
he's dangling the carrot.
yeah, see, and as a
working.
consumer,
And
though,
it's working, man.
And it's working.
Because I'm over here, I'm salivating for the album.
Right? You see what I mean when I say most creative artist?
Yeah.
This is him thinking. And by the way, that's free that he's doing that.
Oh,
right?
free
Free
marketing.
marketing.
man.
Free. This isn't
This is multi-million-dollar
Right.
marketing.
right.
Yeah.
I've had so many artists complain, well, you don't put enough money into me. Or maybe you don't have enough ideas. Like Kanye has ideas.
Yeah, man. You got to come to
Right.
That's the
ideas.
key.
Yeah, right, LA. If you get signed to a label, you don't just, the work isn't finished.
Right.
You have to come with the work.
Think. What are your ideas? Give me some ideas. Right? Give us a reason to invest.
Yeah. Is there anything wrong with artists today, with hip hop artists today,
No. No. I
that you
don't
can
think so.
see?
No, I don't think so.
No?
What I do believe is that through music, through all of the years that I've paid attention to music,
Yeah.
there's always great ones and there's always mediocre ones, and there's always more mediocre than there are great.
Sure.
And as time goes on, we think back and we remember the greats.
Yeah.
Right. And when we think about it, we think, oh my God, the music of the 70s or the 80s or the 90s was better.
Sure.
But no, it's just that we only remember the greats.
Right.
But we're living in the moment, and we're living in a moment that's not much different than other moments where there are greats and then there are others.
Right. Will we ever see another Michael Jackson?
We'll see something. We won't see a copy of it. We won't. It won't resemble Michael. But yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
on that level.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see that again.
And Rick Ross is now Epic, correct?
Correct.
Now he's moved over his entire team over to you guys?
No, not yet.
No.
Just Rick Ross.
Just Rick Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not yet, though.
So not MMG. So we're working
Uh-oh,
on
did I-
MMG.
You said not
Did I
yet.
say that?
Yes, you did.
Did I say that?
You said not yet.
You're quick.
It's Crystal
Not
B,
yet.
man. Nothing
Crystal B
nothing
is
gets past
quick.
her, man.
And it's early and you're
It is
quick.
early, but
Yeah,
I'm quick.
man.
I caught that.
Yeah.
You went to
Not
the
yet.
gym today, didn't you?
I did.
I could tell. The endorphins are going.
I know. You know what's
ready.
crazy
I was
is
ready for you.
she shouldn't be that sharp this morning. We went to Wiz Khalifa's party last
yeah,
night,
we
as
did.
you can imagine, a Wiz Khalifa party. You know,
Tell me what that's like.
There's
Very
a lot
smoky.
there's a lot of weed smoke in the air, a lot of alcohol, more weed smoke, a lot of joints being passed around. It's a vibe.
Wiz was there. Travis Scott was there.
Yeah.
Faith Evans
Travis
was
Scott.
there.
T.
Yes.
Scott's the homie, right? Yeah, man.
He's so cool.
Hell yeah. Who are you a fan of as of now? Hip hop.
Travis Scott, for
Yeah?
sure.
Yes. Mhm.
Future.
Future.
Yo,
The
Gotti.
future.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
Does it
are
go
mine.
down in your DMs?
Yes, sir. I don't read them.
I can imagine you get so many DMs. That's ridiculous.
Well, listen, L.A. Reid, congratulations on
Thank
Sing
you.
to Me. I promise you I will finish this book and I will tweet you as soon as I'm done.
Okay, please do. Read it.
I'm
For
reading that.
Nothing else, so you can laugh at me.
No,
Just
this
read
is
the
a
book.
really
No, I'm
good
reading
book.
it.
Right.
I'll tell
No
you
cheating.
why.
No cheating, no
If you're an
cheating.
aspiring artist, if you're an aspiring professional, if you love music, if you love the history of music, if you love a good read, this is the book for you. L.A. Reid, Sing to Me. I promise you, it will not let
Thank
you
you.
down.
Congrats
Seriously.
on the book.
Congratulations.
Thank
And
you
on
very much.
everything.
Well, listen, congratulations on a lifetime of,
Yeah.
of success, L.A.
Thank you.
Yeah, salute
Thank
to you,
so
man.
much.
Major.
And thank you to you guys, and congratulations. You're killing it up here.
Thank you, sir.
Aw.
Thank you, man.
Love
You
it.
heard of people calling an MC like the God MC. You are the God executive.
Well, God, thank you.
You the God executive, my G.
That's a little bit much, man.
Nah, man,
Listen,
take
I'm,
that.
Just
I'm
take it.
still okay. I'm going to take it, but I'm going to take it just so you don't give it to anybody else.
There you
but,
go, there you go.
But we're not there yet.
Okay.
We still got a lot more work.
We still got work to do. I
Work
salute
to
that.
do.
I love that.
That's the
L.A.
key.
Reid, sing to me. Major.
Thank you so much.
Major key alert. Buy the book.
Get
Get it
that.
now, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.